Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's sneak peek of the update. Lots of really cool, interesting things. Overall, I think it was very good news in general for the game. So I want to get your guys' feedback, obviously comment on that one, but let me know where you're at with all that stuff. Guys, I do appreciate it if you use that code CHICKEN in the shop. If you're going to grab instant training, I guess for the last one day of the season. So let's go over. Now, we did go back in last night. We went back in, and it was kind of one of those go big or go home moments where I'm either going to win on a win streak with first win of the day or lose and be out of the top 500. So happy to say that we were able to get the dub, but it was close, man. It was close. So we went back in, and this guy got a really bad time against us. Honestly, we got kind of lucky, but I will take it. I will absolutely take it. So with that, for those of you curious on the top 500, so that put me at, I think I'm going to be right on the edge. Right on the edge. It's going to be very close. We may very well need to go back in. I mean, who knows? But the leaderboard has been moving very slowly the last little bit. So I was 295 like 12 hours ago. So, I mean, it hasn't really significantly changed all that much. But, yeah, so if we go to the very bottom here, what are we sitting at now? 22 and 28 stars. So, it's going to be close. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll have to do an emergency, go back in, but I'm leaning towards not at this point. But I want to go over just, some important things to grab for the end of the very end of the season. Now, stupid me, I could have unlocked this and pushed with it had we needed to last night. But, for the sake of gambling so much on that one attack, if I lost, I was going to have to get brick, so I didn't want to, be delayed to getting brick. So here's where we finished the season. Now, it's funny, going back, I never upgraded crystal critters anymore, even though we kind of, we probably could have done that. I believe somebody mentioned, I'm not sure because it doesn't tell you, but I think the amount of crystal critters goes up when you upgrade them. So not 1,000% sure on that, but yeah. So I think, if you followed along this path, hopefully you took some things in different avenues, but the defib, that was it. That was the difference maker. And not having it at max level didn't seem to make a huge difference. Having it at tick 4 seemed to be plenty because it is very expensive to upgrade. I don't think you even need heavy choppers, honestly. Heavy chopper rush was good for like a second, but after that, it was pretty well done. Remote hack is very good. You can use hack, on specific defenses to either, just how hack works, to either take them out or to distract them away from your troops kind of thing. Hack is very good, and it pairs well with having the extra gunboat energy because you're going to need that to use it for sure. But the defib was amazing. It made the attacks much easier to do. I know we touched on it, yesterday at the end of the sneak peek video, but yeah. So that's kind of where we're at with the tech. Now, if I were to go back in, I think I would get brick over the remote hack simply because, at the end of the season, everybody's got the same defenses. Everybody's got the same tech for the most part. What does it come down to? It comes down to speed on offense. So brick would definitely help with that. Plus, she's just a tankier unit. The more units to have out there shooting stuff, the better. So if I were to go back in, I think I would be looking at brick first and maybe this multi-node over here. But yeah, that's what we ended up doing. So let's play this hit. I'll go over my attack, then we'll go over Rookie's attack here, and we'll see. So, like I said, not the best hit in the world. I was also a little bit stale. I find with warships, I get, you kind of get into a groove with it. Like, you usually when you pick it up for the first time of the day or, like, in a long time, especially in, like, a high-pressure kind of situation like this, it becomes fairly difficult. And I got nervous there. I started using some of those golden critters just to clear the path for the bombardiers. The clone rifles on this left side are there simply just to die. So we can use the remote defib. Now, this base was interesting if you look at it. Because I got to at this point, and I was like, oh, shit. There's no way that I can properly split them here. If I put out a heavy chopper and 3 bombers on the right side, it's going to take them a while. I'm going to have to really delay here. So what am I going to do? So at this point, I pulled an audible, and I just threw them all out. And I was like, okay, you know what? I think this stuff over here, like this line of defenses, is so close to over there. I think if I just get all the troops down here, then they'll have naturally just kind of spread over on that side, and I can use the remote defib on the left side to beef up that section. So that's what I ended up doing, and it kind of, I don't want to say it worked because we got a really bad time, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Now, looking back at this, I think I would have been fine just to throw them in, right here at this point, and then have them hopefully go over to that rocket launcher. But that's the decision we made late last night. So yeah, we got to this point, and here I was kind of panicking. It's like, oh, this doesn't look good. I need more troops right in that exact direction where I put the remote defib. And that's the cool thing about the remote fib. It's like Kavan, but you get to pick exactly where you put your troops. Like, it's actually better than Kavan in a way. So you see right there, I'm just beefing up that side, just exactly where they need it. And, it's not going super well, but we're getting through it. And those bombers are staying alive. I got nervous as they walked towards those statues because I didn't know if we'd cleared those mines under there or not. But yeah, so we get here towards the end, and we're losing some bombers. Admittedly, right here it wasn't looking too hot because we've got the shock launcher, the microwave, the rocket launcher all targeting us. And those bombers were just about to die. So I threw out some golden critters and some explosive drones just as a, distraction, just because I needed something there to take the pressure off those bombers. They had to stay alive. And we get that nice, beautiful, snappy flare. Look at that. I don't know if the shock launcher hits us. I think we got kind of lucky there because it looked like it was going to target the bombers, then it switched over to the heavies as they came down, and boom. So we were able to pull that one off just barely. Now let's take a look at his hit, see what he was running. And the base I have here, I mean, it's not amazing, but it held up. It did okay. So we'll see what he's running here. He's got proto rifles, and see, he's not running heavy choppers at all. I don't think you really need them. I mean, he got pretty close to what I got. Now, if I was running rifles and bombardiers, this is probably exactly how I would do it. Now, his bombers all turned left there, so they all abandoned except for a couple. Oh, he flared that rocket. Okay. I think he was on a pretty decent split if he had just stayed with it. But let's see what happens. So he does have the remote hack. So he's got the remote hack. I don't see any... no, he's got the defib too. So this guy had everything and the kitchen sink. I mean, he was ranked 23. But surprising. Maybe the heavy choppers, He did get through the base, though, which is... I'm wondering, he must have fizzled on that right side. Huh. I think his problem, I think he ran out of GBE. I think he just threw too many things down and then kind of panicked at the beginning. And then he ended up having to full clear. Had he, been able to clear both sides at the same time, I think he would have got a much faster time. So yeah. So there it is, guys. That was the last hit of the season for sure. We're hanging up the skates like Wayne Gretzky. And yeah, as you can see, the studio's starting to come along behind me. I've got that big giant hole in the door, but I'm going to get this set up. At some point, get some lights, doing that stuff. We got the camera back in place, so as I smashed my desk. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the sneak peek. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Bang, bang.